Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another day, another knife review. Today we're taking a look at the Spyderco Tenacious. If you're not familiar with Spyderco, if you don't own one and you're interested in knives, definitely pick one up. You won't regret it. They do make some of the best bang for the buck knives that you can get. Some of the Spydercos are made in China, but other than that, it's usually designed and sometimes assembled in Golden, Colorado. So let's take a look at this. This is the Tenacious. It's kind of their entry, I don't want to say entry level knife, but it's certainly much cheaper than most of the knives that they have. So it comes with a little product warranty guide. We'll go over that a little bit later. Let's get into the knife itself. So I actually reversed the pocket clip. So the pocket clip comes in a tip down position. Pocket clip's usually over here. I carry mine in my left pocket. So I like to have the curvature sitting that way rather than the opposite that you'd have with the clip in the different position. It uses G10 scales, which is great for the price point. Super grippy. Really love that. Interesting to see how that wears. Does use some cheaper Chinese steel. This is a steel that's commonly hated on. It utilizes a 8CR13 MOV steel. This does not have the black blade. I'm looking at the black blade version here. G10 handles, and this just has the stainless steel blade. This does come with the, oh gosh, what is this called? The serrations. Couldn't think of that word for a second. The steel is ultra reflective. That's probably my biggest complaint with Spyderco's is they are fingerprint magnets. I'm constantly like getting my shirt and like doing this with it, but I'm definitely going to use this as a pretty hard use knife. So let's talk about a little bit about the Tenacious a little bit more. This admirable quality is vividly reflected in this knife. Mid-sized folding knife packed with both performance and value. Its leaf-shaped blade is a full flat ground from 8CR13 MOV steel and has a trademark round hole. Love that thing. Easy one-handed opening. Does use a liner lock. Liner lock's nice. It is steel reinforced all the way down to the bottom, so it's nice and safe. The liner lock was developed by custom knife maker Michael Walker. It can be opened and closed with one hand without changing hand position. See the liner lock? It's a little strange. I like the one hand. You put your thumb in there and you open that up. That's really easy. If you've ever owned a Spyderco, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you get the assisted ones. I wish this came with assisted, but for 50 bucks, really can't complain. A lot of people stick their index finger in there and kind of like wing it open. I'm not hardcore like that, but this is intended to be a manual opening knife. Has man, the action on this thing is incredible though. Has such a I don't even know if you can hear this. I'm gonna see if you can hear this. It has such a freaking satisfying sort of click when it comes into place. Absolutely incredible. Boy, my God, is that thing reflected. You can see my little fingerprints already on there. Maybe I'll have to get a black blade one. I mean, look at that. It's like 4 seconds. Look at all those fingerprints that are on there already. Holy Christ. Let's scroll down. Let's talk more about it. It's $50. It retails for you. You may find it for more, may find it for less on Amazon. It's hard to find on Amazon because it's probably one of the better $50 knife price ranges. Tenacious, crafted for life. Being tenacious means one holds fast. It means being tough and tireless, until achieving your goal. All knife-worthy definitions of a worthy knife. Mid-sized knife has a black G10 laminate handles, milled with a prolonged fatigue-free cutting in mind. Talks about the blade again. Spyderco was founded in 1967 by Sal and Gail Gleiser, so on and so forth. Talks about the hourglass pocket clip that we have on here. The clip is most commonly used on our Spydercos. They're either black coat or the satin finish, which is this one, and you can adjust it to multiple positions. So you can, this is a 4-way reversible clip, so you can put it this way, or on the other side, this way, or this way. So totally customizable. Great. G10 is an epoxy woven glass fiber that is rigid, impervious to temperature changes, chemicals, and can be tinted into different colors. G10 is an excellent knife handle material, and it is, if you don't own a G10 knife, you're not familiar with that, super popular, and it's something that is commonly utilized in a lot of different knife makers. The Tenacious is so commonly used, especially with these G10s, and especially with the Spyderco popularity, that you can completely customize these. So you can get completely custom scales for this. You can replace the blade. I mean, you can do everything with this knife. The Spydercos are probably some of the sharpest, arguably the sharpest out-of-the-box knives. The edge on these things are absolutely ridiculous. Now, I do not own a Spyderco yet with the serrations. I don't know why I can't think of that word tonight. So I'm excited to see what that can do. I have reviewed, I want to say, that my Spyderco Delica 3 that I have, and I also have a Spyderco Andella, but I don't have one that has the nice G10 handles. It's got good weight. I like the liner lock, easy to get to. Locks always pretty perfectly down the center of the knife, so it's not crazy unsafe. It does have a really satisfying click when it's in the open position and when it's in the closed position. There's no magnets or anything that hold it closed. Real nice. Pretty open back design there. Kind of plain. Nothing special about that. So it is nice to clean if you get some pocket lint and other garbage in there. Let's scroll down. Let's see what else there's in there. That's about it. Compares it to some of the other knives. It's in the Value Folder series from Spyderco. So this Tenacious is the C122 model, liner lock, G10 laminate, 4-position clips, made in China. Blade length itself is 3.39 inches. Overall length is 7.77 inches. And it compares to, well, Spyderco has a ton of knives. It compares to the Spyderco Efficient, which is a slightly smaller version of this knife, I guess I want to say. Still in G10, has a much sharper handle, and the Polestar as well. Now, one thing I like about the Spyderco is how nice it feels in the hand. You've got this awesome thumb ramp. There's some jimping here, and you've got this nice ramp. So if you're really shanking somebody, you can get a good grip there. Again, if you're familiar with my channels, at this point in the video, I would say I have bitch hands, which I do. I've got little girl hands, and I can get 4 fingers on this knife, no problem. I do like how it's sort of rounded out there for maybe an index finger, so you can really get a good healthy grip on this. Now, Spydercos are very customizable, so endless options with colors. I think they have like 12 colors, everything from purple to black to blue to orange. Blade colors, you can get black blades, gray blades, Damascus blades. You can get it with serrations, without serrations. So there's a ton of options. If you don't own a Spyderco, please do. And the only complaint I have about it is they're hard to find because they're always selling out. Even this one, I wasn't really interested in purchasing this one because of the serrations, but it's hard to pass up a Tenacious, so I figured I'd pick that up regardless. And the fingerprint blade that's on here, absolutely crazy. Don't kill anyone with this because your fingerprints will be all over it. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm always cleaning this off with my shirt or something like that. They should include maybe a little microfiber cloth or something like that in it. So let's take a look at this if you're still hanging around. Product and warranty information. They do include a nice little book here. So it talks about some different options, colors, other things like that, constructions and materials, design inspiration, proper maintenance, other things like that, and then their limited warranty. So really nice pamphlet that they have here. It even asks those questions like, what does the warranty cover, not cover? What will Spyderco do? Repair information, sharpening information. All their information's already on there. They've got even proper maintenance and other things like that. Always keep your knife sharp to ensure that it cuts efficiently. Inspect your knife regularly and clean any lint or other obstructions from the pivot mechanism using a tool pith, cotton swab, hot water, and a mild detergent. Thoroughly rinse your knife and then lubricate the pivot mechanism, obviously. Excess lubrication can attract dirt and negatively affect the performance I don't know why I can't read tonight. And then it directs you to the website if you have any other questions. So that's about it for the Spyderco. No complaints. Spyderco is a top tier knife maker for a reason. So if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. Again, this is the quick look at the Spyderco Tenacious. We'll see you in the next one, guys. We're reviewing a lot of knives, so stay tuned.